when you wanted to break the story to the kids, how did you really feel? Did you had any thoughts of like, will the kids feel bad, or was there any agreement about you staying with the kids or him staying with the kids? First one, and the second one is, how were you able to tell the children that I'm leaving your dad? How were you able to tell them?
My kids were part of my experience. They were there when their dad
Okay.
hit me, beat me up. So my son asked me a question sometime. He was little then. He said, "Mommy, how would you feel? How would you feel when you don't have a mother? How do you feel?" I said, "I feel terrible, like not having a mom." So my son said, "Mommy, that's exactly how we're going to feel if you die." That thought alone was all over me. So when I wanted to leave, my son was just 12 years old. And my baby, she's small. So I called my son and I told him that I would be leaving. But I didn't tell him how long I would be leaving. And my partner is someone that is so obsessed with me. He's not aware that I will go. I would say I ran out. It's not something that we discuss. We never had that opportunity to discuss it.
Okay.
I left my marriage with 715 naira. That was the amount I left with few things, though I've been moving my things bit by bit without him knowing. Yes, because I actually want, if he knows that I want to go, he's not going to allow it. So I was gradually removing my things. So that fateful day, nobody was aware, even the kids were not aware, but they knew that our mommy will leave someday.
Okay.
And it was the most difficult time in my life ever lived in this whole life of mine. So it wasn't easy, but I thank God they are okay. We never had that agreement. The kids are staying with me because I don't have anywhere. I didn't even have a place of my own to stay. I don't have anywhere to go to. So I have to save my life first before thinking about my children. But I know they will be fine because it's someone that has excess love for his kids and is obsessed with me. So if I tell him, see, I want to leave you, meaning, anger can actually make a man do things that he's not supposed to do. He will be forced, maybe, he might just decide to stab me for me not to be able to walk out. And it's not going to be easy. So it's better off what you want to do for this life, make it day your mind, then you do them. Because divorce is not something some men will condone, especially these south
Obsessive.
south people. They won't even allow it. They will like, you won't leave me to who? If I not figure you, no man go get you. That process, it might just bring an object. No man wishes to kill the wife, or no wife wishes to kill the husband. Circumstances will happen. A lot of things will happen, and the man will like, okay, I will slap you. Maybe that process, slapping her, and she hitting her head on the wall. She's gone. Nobody wants to kill their partner, but it happens. And if it happens, it happens. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay. So far so good. If I'm to get the story right, that means it was not 18 of not being in love. It was 18 of being in love, but there was something. So I felt like it's from his character or his behavior, because he said he was so obsessive. Because I listened carefully.
Yeah.
He said he was so obsessive with you. That means when someone is actually obsessive, that means the person actually wants you around.
Yes.
And it gets to a point. It's not like sometimes it comes like, I want you around, but your presence also disturbs me and I don't want you around. It feels that way somehow.
No,
So I don't know.
my presence, he always want me around.
Okay.
He never want me to leave his presence.
Okay.
My partner has insecurity issues.
Oh.
Yes, he has. I think we'll come to that, but he has insecurity issues. Someone that every of my movement threaten him. Like, this girl, you are so fine. You are so
Okay.
fine. His mindset, you're going to leave me someday. I don't have money. So someday
Oh.
you get. So the story is somehow, but I will try as much as to cut it or to phrase it somehow. He's a very sweet partner, I will say. He's he's an intentional man. He knows what he wants, but he has insecurity problem. Some persons will say, insecurity, not get what you do, we make and they insecure. Some insecure man is imbued. They don't even trust themselves. I always tell people, they will tell me, what is love? I will say love is complex of emotions, attention, towards one another, towards someone.
Yeah.
So, and some persons will ask me, is love enough in marriage? I will tell them there's some points where love doesn't even count. That is where understanding.
Mm.
That is where understanding comes in. You get so most times we fail to. He's obsessed with me. He loves me. But at some point, love wasn't enough to keep the marriage. That's where trust comes in. I trust him. He can travel and that will be good. I won't call him and start telling me, where are you? What do you do? Where are you? Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? I won't ask him that. But himself, for the fact he has a beautiful wife that have a yes, I'm beautiful. I know. Yes, I need.
Definitely.
Yes, I'm a very beautiful person. So most times he will tell me, if I don't come out now, man will get money, go come thief you. You see, that mindset alone kills marriages. So where that trust, where there is lack of trust, that is where some issues will start creeping in. So instead of him to trust me, he won't trust me. The next thing he will do, he feel the best way to correct me is by beating.
Mm.
You know, you can correct a child by beating. At the same time, the generation where we are now, you don't correct children by beating. I think it's by spoken words. Talk, impact, talk to them. Sometimes I will tell him, I say, oh, God, if they beat me, they sweet you. Say, you not get wetin you go fit do, na me get you because you know I'm an Igbo girl. He got married to me legally. Like legally, I mean, it's not by courts. We did our traditional wedding, everything. So to him, as I don't marry you, I don't buy you. So if I say, make you quiet, you go quiet. Yes, I will keep quiet. I have to be submissive. But you don't have to bully me into being a submissive wife.
Impressive.
There's some points whereby he will like push me, babe, I want you to do this. I want you to do this thing. I'll tell him, no, I don't do it like this. Let's do it like this. But he will not see reasons with me.
Mm.
He has insecurity problem. That's the main thing. The main thing that actually affected our union. And I couldn't deal with it. And it makes the society, and you know, this life, this society, the one where you talk, the one where people see, they believe every man where they're insecure. There is an element of truth in every rumor. There is one truth. My own, there is no truth. I didn't cheat on him during our times of marriage. But so his insecurity will push so many people feel like this guy actually cheated. He's an Urobo man, and Urobo have something they call Erui, right? That affects people that cheat. Is either it affects the children or it affects your husband. I think the numbers of years we've been together, I've never. So most of the people will say, "What you can't do and we make and they get that insecurity, insecure mind towards you." I'll say nothing. There's where love will push you. It's no longer love, but lust. I think I got to that phase. He doesn't love me again. He wants me. If he sees me around, and my kind of business, like my business take me around. I meet different gender, different people. I started this my event planning job. I added it to my brand before I started it. I think 2022. That was
Okay.
when I started events. Before I was just a makeup artist. And you know how makeup artists are.
Yes.
We
Yes. Yes.
travel, we go to different places. This man will literally follow me everywhere. He wants to know who I talk to. He wants to know who I say hi to tell you how obsessed. Some people will tell me it's love. It's not love, it's lost. And we keep having issues. So the extent you will start telling people, they will say, it don't start again. Your story, people don't even see it like a big deal. It's a normal thing.
Thing.
It's a normal routine and a normal saga. They fight themselves. So at some point I said, Amaka, is this what you actually want? And by the grace of God, I think working out was the best decision I ever made. Sorry, but marriage is a good thing. Let me correct that part. Divorce is actually not too good, but nature puts us to it, and society, and we actually want to live, want to stay alive. But marriage is something that I wish to, and I want to go into again because it's so sweet.
So after the divorce, was there any dark moment of this depression, like loneliness,
Oh.
no one to talk to? Did you ever had that feeling of like, I miss my husband? Was there any dark moments like that?
I will not lie. I will not lie. Yes, there was.
Okay.
There was a time I lost my siblings.
Hmm.
Yes, I lost my siblings after my divorce. And I think that was the time I needed a partner. And sometimes we are all human. I was just sitting in one corner and I would think through, oh God, really, I divorced. This is the time I need my man. This is the time I need to be consoled. I need to be around someone. So I really, 2022, 2023, if I'm that kind of person, I don't believe in what people will say. Do you get? I don't believe, like, wait till I want to do in my mind. Your opinion, people opinion not actually they count. I make myself happy. So you not get what anybody talk, we go make me the best.
I can actually tell.
So there was a time I feel very down and I wish I was married. And the society too will always make one feel down, especially we, the divorced ladies and the single mothers. So there is always a time, like in a week, I'll tell you, I have 2 days in a week, like someone will always try to poke at me. That name, a divorcee, a single mom. But I don't allow it get to me. You can say it, but I just like the people around will say I use a raw body. I divorce, I'm not keep person.
Okay.
So
All right.
yes.
All right. So for the past 5 years, how has the healing process been like?
I think actually this is my first time saying this. I haven't healed before now. And it affects the people in my life. Yes. I appear happy, but I haven't healed.
Do you want to go into details on that?
Yes, I will. In terms of after my divorce, I think I've gone into 1 or 2 relationships, and I find out that most times the person can be so sweet, but as time goes on, I'll start seeing my partner, my previous partner. I'll start seeing my ex-husband. I'll start seeing him in that person. Little things the person will do to me, I don't want to tolerate it. So I find out that I use my experience to hurt other persons. When I say I'm a sadist, I'm not a sadist. When I say I'm bitter, at some point I'll tell people will say, she's a bitter person. I'm actually not a bitter person, but I'm a very street person and I'm just being blunt to people. And if you are a woman in love, you are supposed to be kind and soft to your partner. I'm not a soft person. And it has affected me for a very long time. I started talking out since last year. I started telling people my story, started talking to one person or the other, little stories. But I think with this will help me heal. And thank God for the kind of humans I have intentional people in my life that has helped me heal. I have a lot of people which I will give a shout out to maybe at the end of the program.
It go change when we don't marry. Do you believe that narrative still stands, or do you think there should be a change on that narrative?
No, I don't believe a man will change after marriage. A man gets worse after marriage. Things you will tolerate when you are single is quite different from marriage. Marriage is not relationship. There are some area whereby we know girls can pretend to be who they don't want to be, as in who they are not, just because they want to get married to this person. Yes, if for instance a smoker, let me use a smoker as a good example. Someone that smokes, a man that smokes, he smokes this Igbo of a thing, this their stuff, and you think you like him and you want to go into marriage with him, you want to do forever with him, have it in back of your mind that man might change, he might not change, he might even get worse. He might get worse, or he might change for your own good. And I believe marriage don't change people. No, marriage don't change people. It's who you are. And you can't get married to someone and you tell me I will change this person. Like that issue of smoking.
Yes.
You will change a smoker or you will change a womanizer. A man that wants to change will change on its own, not because he's married to you. You don't change a man. A man change because he wants to keep his marriage. Most men don't know they are the key to their marriage, but they will feel woman is the key. Yes, woman, you need to love your wife. Then your wife needs to be submissive. Yes, that's what Bible say, right? Then at the end of the day, you get married to your wife. Women, we talk for a living. We can actually banter words with you for like morning till night without getting tired. And we nag. Some of us nag. As a husband, what are you supposed to do? There's one program I watched on TikTok. This celebrity, I've forgotten their name, couple. The man will be Benny Omoedo.
Okay.
The man will be talking. This is my wife. This character when you get, then make me no one marry you. Because maybe the wife does something that he doesn't like. But somewhere you will see him, he will change immediately. You will start telling him, my potential wife. We see it like content. They are passing knowledge.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, they are passing knowledge to the individual, to the society. We have a lot of content creators that then look at Angela Mosu, for instance. Angela Mosu got married to a very fine young man. But sometimes some mind will say, Mommy, what you did is very wrong. But immediately Angela will just frown. We say sorry. Some men don't know how to apologize. Some men don't know how to keep their home. Some men feels, as I marry you, you will be my slave. Gone are those days. The girls of nowadays, the Gen Zs, no want them. It takes two to be one. And so, to my understanding, on my own opinion, that's my own opinion. I think men don't change after marriage. Even women. Women get better after marriage, though, because of childbirth, everything that comes with pregnancy and all that. They actually change their mindset. You see them, no, so labor be. They change, they start raising their own. But do you know some women don't actually change? You will see that after giving birth, they still act that na pikin born pikin. So marriage don't change people. You change because you want to change and you think you need to change, not for anyone.
Okay, thank you. So if you were to go back to your 20 years old self, what would be the advice you would give regarding marriage?
First thing first is to build myself. Acquire a lot of knowledge, make money, invest in yourself, know what you want. If I should go back to my 20, I will be investing in myself, awaiting my 30s, making more money. I actually don't need a man in my 20. All I need is to be focused, have a friend that can actually have business, that have business orientation, somebody that can always lead me through, not marriage. So I think a 20 years old girl, a 20 to 25 years old girl have no business with marriage. I think you have to invest in yourself first. Make money, do what's other, learn one or two things, learn crafts, learn skill, look for any skill, invest in yourself. Awaiting the marriage, because marriage no be being so. Forget what you see for social media. Marriage is not what it is, what people feel it is. Marriage need a lot of tolerance and a lot of understanding. Now, school where they know they graduate, a lot of persons will tell you, my marriage is very sweet. Believe it at your own risk. What works for A might not work for B.
Definitely.
So do what makes you happy, do what can keep your marriage, but most importantly, that adulthood, that 20 to 25, young girls, invest in yourself. Learn skill, Hey, the system that they ask women now, what do you bring to the table? So please, invest in yourself, love yourself, shine, make money, invest in people, invest in quality people. Be around people that will teach you what you need to. Follow good mentors on social media. Even read books. Yes, actually, I love reading. Yes, I love reading. I learned a lot. Yeah, even as a married woman, I learned a lot. And one thing you should know, you know, married ladies, we married 2020 something, as in those 20 years, 21, 22 years,
Yes.
they not do gay. We know they like talk that part. They not do gay, they not groove, they not go club.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, you will see them at some
Wanting
point,
to do
yes, wanting
big
to do,
when they were
yes, the husband go come dey
yes.
see am say, the be like say this my wife, yeah, they are fine. Now why? Now because they not do am.
Okay.
Group go dey their body. If you tell them not to go anywhere, they will tell you, say, I beg you, they control me. No, it's because they didn't do it. Explore as a young girl, because marriage is different thing. There will be a time your husband will leave you in the house and go out with his friends. He might decide not to come home. They not go flog her. They will tell you there is a man's word. There are some things I do today. One day I go drop, God I have mercy. I dropped that nail on my skin one day. I was looking at it. My son called me and he said, Mommy, we said that place. My son, he's a teenager. My son is 17. He told me, Mommy, why do you draw this on? I said, I want to even ink my body. Mommy, now that you're almost 30, you are 38, you're almost in your late 30s. You want to start drawing tattoo. Mommy, please. I said, it's not bad now. But my kind of person, I would just say, I'm very contented with life. That's why that aspect of grooving aspect, I didn't do it much, even after divorce. I'm supposed to be clubbing, going to party, taking what girls take. I don't do alcohol.
Okay.
I don't do alcohol. So most times I would tell people, okay, you want to leave your marriage. You better agree, you won't marry now. And my husband will still carry me go club. It go down on you. That when a child comes in, you'll be a wife, a mom. You won't even have time to go outside. And then if you don't groove, if you don't use your youthful age well, like you don't use your single life well, if you get married, you will be forced to go back to that your single life. That's what push most girls into divorcing. Most of them is not actually domestic violence because they want to see the outside world. You will see them doing things they don't want. They didn't do when they were married. When they were single because they got married early. So it's a two different thing. Anyway, everybody with their own opinion, they should do what works for them. But most importantly, learn work.
Okay.
Handwork, that sure pass. But if you don't learn work, the boys there, they go show you 9-9. Don't go learn work. You
Learn and
cry.
work. That's what they say. Learn work.